Unique, what are you doing standing out in the snow, you might ask? Well, guys, I am at the bus stop awaiting my bus to the airport because I got called into work. Now, obviously, I have no qualms about working. I adore my job. I'm excited to have flights today, but I just did not expect to get used. I'm back on reserve today, yes. My call first is on, yes. But I also start a 4-day tomorrow, so I'm like, there's no way they're gonna call me. Y'all, I was on the couch, cozy, under 2 blankets, good Netflix show on, dozing off into a sleep, and here come crew support. Ring, 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 ring. You've been put on a trip. You have a 2-hour call out. Oh my God, my God, my God, my God. What is happening? What is happening? So now I have a local, which means I'm going to one airport and back to Denver, and then they're gonna have me sit ready at the airport till 9 o'clock tonight. But this is life as a flight attendant. This is what it's like. Welcome to my life. Welcome to what it's like to be princess of the skies. Guys, here's a friendly reminder that it's never about what you say, but how you say it. And especially when you're in a situation where there's a discrepancy or there's a conflict, your tone and the way you speak only makes things worse, or it can make things better. Okay, perfect example, I was getting on the bus coming to work. Now up until this point, staff have not been making me pay because I always have on my work badge, because I only ride the bus or train when I'm coming to work. And so I sit down, the bus driver's like, hey, where's your fare? I go up and I'm like, well, you know, I haven't been made to pay on the bus or the train. I just transferred here. I don't have cash. Can I pay with my card? Because the bus has the little card reader. I'm like, can I pay with my card? She's like, no. I'm like, is there a mobile app? She's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of have to get to work, so can I just pay like at the kiosk once we get to the airport? She's like, no, I don't walk into a store and get food and say, hey, I'll eat this later and then come back and pay you. You know, just really nasty, unprofessional tone. And I'm like, then it came out, she's like, the only way we do mobile payment is if you have the app. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can download the app right now. She's like, I don't have time to wait on you to download the app. I'm like, it won't take long. I pulled it up. Look, it's already downloading. I can get the ticket on there and I'll pay. And she's like, well, let's go. I'm already 6 minutes late. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, okay, all right. So I just go sit down. And then I get the app on my phone. I go a couple minutes later, I go up to the thing to pay. She's like, you cannot be up here with me right now. I don't want you to go through the window. Just wait till I stop and then come up and pay. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I go sit down. When we get to the airport, as I'm getting off the bus, I go up there to pay, and she immediately apologizes. I'm sorry I'm being so difficult. I said, it's okay, I understand that you have to enforce policy. Believe me, I understand. I was like, but you know, it's just the way you spoke to me that just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't right. And she immediately apologized for that too. Like, I am so sorry. And I reiterated, like, I promise you, they have been letting me ride for free. They told me, show me your badge, you don't have to pay. And then she told me about this card that I should have that, you know, falls in line with that program. And it's like, we could have just had that conversation from the get-go. And you also could have saved yourself from being quote unquote 6 minutes behind your schedule. Like, it's the way you were speaking, we're just making it inflammatory. You were just, and of course I'm not gonna take it up because I'm just not that type of person, not that type of spirit. And I'm really not gonna take it up when I'm also in my work uniform and also standing as a representative for my company. So I got cut off. But again, moral of the story, watch how you say what you're saying when you're talking to people. And also, you don't have to take it up to correct people. You can correct people in kindness. You can correct people by simply just being kind in your response. Like, I know it's more fun and then it's more cool to be spicy with it, or to talk about how we'll get spicy, but it don't take all that, because I promise you that something like that has happened twice today alone. And both times, people have self-corrected themselves, came back to me, apologized profusely, and just kept talking about how pleasant I was within the moment, like how kind I was. Kindness demands kindness. Respect demands respect. Period. Period. But also, welcome to the wonderful world of aviation, as I have just arrived to work, got to my gate, and more problems. Like, they've had 5 different planes as I was on my way here. The flight is hella delayed, like over an hour, so the new plane don't even get in till like 2:15. It's just a mess. Last thing I'm gonna say too, also what really helps me in those types of situations is that I've gotten a handle on the fact that it is never about you. No matter what the situation is, no matter who it is, their response, it's never about you. It has nothing to do with you. So why would you take that personal? Because it's not personal. So I think that's what helps me too. It's like whatever you got going on, I'm not gonna take that into my being, into my spirit, into my day. Like, yeah, okay, we gonna get through this moment and I'm gonna get on about my way. Especially if it's a situation where it's somebody that I'm not gonna see again. Like, we only in each other's space for that very moment, and then we'll likely never see each other again. What am I making? You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to show you something for? But yes, they did say no. I just got back off this turn, and I'm supposed to sit ready till 9. And we were supposed to be done at 5:30. We didn't get done until 7 because everything that could go wrong went wrong. I mean, literally down to the jet bridge having a malfunction during deplanning. And I just called crew support to see if they would release me early, and they said you are the only person we have sitting ready until 9 o'clock, so we can't release you. And I'm like, I asked him, like, you think I'm gonna get put on a trip? It's already 7 o'clock. He's like, honestly, it's been a surprising night. There's been a lot of people calling off in Denver or pulling off trips in Denver, and things just have been going haywire today, so I wouldn't be surprised if you got put on another flight tonight. Baby, pray with me, because I just want to go to sleep. Y'all, again, when I say everything that could go wrong today, why did my bus make an extra stop right before my stop? I put stop request, he made an extra stop, so I get off a couple blocks down. Now I'm walking extra in this snow. Today, I should just stay my butt inside. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. It's Friday, November 18th, and I am in the kitchen meal prepping because I started a 4-day trip today, and I need to make some more of my mushroom meat bell pepper nachos. Now, I already recorded a video on this. If you're seeing this, that video is already on my Instagram and TikTok, so you can go over there for the full details. I didn't make like a full YouTube because it's a simple recipe. I didn't feel like that was necessary. And if you are a chef or a cook and you're seeing this, mind your business about my chopping skills. Mind your business. Doing this, I wanted to talk about attention span because y'all, I don't know, that's been on my mind the past few days because my attention span is terrible. I am trying to read a book right now, and y'all, I used to be a professional student. I could read day in, day out, no problem. Like, it was a sport. Like, if it was an Olympic sport, I would have won first prize. But I'm trying to read this book called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. John Dispenza, I think you pronounce his name, or Joe Dispenza, sorry. And I read like a page and a half, and then I'm distracted for like an hour. Like, what is that? Can somebody tell me if you have had this problem or experiencing this problem? Please let me know how you helped yourself build your attention span back up. Like, I feel like a 3-year-old, and like this book is really, really good, and it's really interesting, and it's really informative, and I just can't. I'm like 3 days still trying to finish chapter 1. Next, y'all see that movie Up? When the dog was talking, and he's like, "Hi, squirrel." That's me. And I can't be the only one. I absolutely cannot be the only one. So please, y'all, please help me because I want to read. What do I need to do? What are some tips and some tricks? I figured I'd come back and bless y'all with an assembly video. So I got my mini sweet peppers, And when you're assembling the nachos, you can do it by just stuffing them in or cutting it in half. I am going to cut in half this way because I have to show y'all what this looks like all put together, because the mushroom meat, this second batch, even better. So I like to start, I like to start with some guac on the bottom, a little quizziac on the bottom, and then look at that. Look at that. I promise y'all. I hit the nail on the head when I came up with this. I sure did. So I wanted to show y'all how I'm figuring out how to meal prep for these 3-4 day trips as a plant-based hottie. Here we go. As I mentioned before, right now I'm doing mostly fruit and water, but I do have like one semi-cooked meal a day. Obviously my mushroom meat is cooked, so I'm just bringing the whole batch because I don't fucking know. And then I got the tomatoes, my peppers, my guac, and my hot sauce. Those are everything for my nachos. And then I usually have grapes in the morning for breakfast. And then I have blackberries and blueberries here, apples, a mango, and my last 3 bananas. Because if I leave them here, they'll go bad. So hopefully this gets me through the next 3.5 days. I'll let y'all know. So I'm supposed to be deadheading, but here I am readying this plane and going to do boarding because the incoming flight attendant is experiencing a delay on her incoming flight. So now I'm on here doing the work. I was supposed to be chilling, but I'm on here doing the work. Okay, so first officer and captain not here, plane's not on. Half of this plane I cannot check with the plane being off, and they want to pre-board, so I don't know how that's going to work. So I have arrived in Tucson a little later than expected, but that's fine because we're here. I'm technically sitting ready still till 9 p.m. but because the hotel is literally right here at the airport, dang near, I'm just gonna go to my room. It's very, very unlikely that they're gonna call me. This is a small airport. They're not running flights in and out like that, for real. So I'm gonna go to my room, honestly, and go ahead and get comfortable so that they don't call me, because you know what I call that? Manifestation.